Hello everyone. Hi, how are you? This is Kei. So, okay, today is the 17th on June 2023 on Saturday. So, markets are closed. So, I usually do topics about psychology or mindset or money management. And today, I would like to talk about one of the things I think it's important, which is something that is more important than trading psychology. So I think you've heard that someone says that the psychology is more important than the strategy or to enter exit, but psychology is more important, and I totally agree with that. Yeah, to me, psychology is the most important. And then risk management. Well, psychology and the risk management are like two together. So to me, they are the same. But then on top, there is strategy. So, and maybe you know already that psychology is really important. Like how to deal with the FOMO and how to deal with the losing streaks, how to be patient to opportunities, and so on. So yeah, I think you also agree that trading psychology is more important. But today, I would like to share my idea or my thinking in terms of what I think it's more important than psychology. So, yeah, today, this is Saturday, so no rush, just have a coffee or tea on your hand and just relax and join this live stream today. Today is more like open discussion, so feel free to join. Alright, I start to see more viewers now. Thank you very much for joining, everyone. Good to see you. So, yeah. So before I move on, let me ask one question. What is your biggest challenge in psychology in trading? What is your biggest challenge in terms of psychology in trading, do you think? In the meantime, let me say hi to everyone. Alright, good to see you. Gabby, thank you very much for joining. And Matt, good to see you. Alright, Ali and James, good to see you. Thank you very much for joining. And Win, Alexander, good to see you. Alright, BB Gaming and Kevin also, great to see you. Thank you very much for joining. Alright, Mamahan, good to see you. Okay, and Abinak, also good to see you too. Thank you very much. Stay gold. Alright, and Gamer, good to see you too. Alright, and yeah, oh, Kevin, thank you for the reminder for the like button. So if you liked it, if you liked the live stream, then please press like button before you leave. That would be great. And if you can subscribe my YouTube channel, that would be great. Because now my goal is to have 100,000 subscribers on my YouTube. And when you do, click the bell. Right next to subscribe, there is a bell. If you click the bell, then whenever I upload new videos or when I do live streams, you get notifications. Okay, thank you for the reminder, alright. Okay, Ahmed, good to see you. Thank you very much for joining. Okay, Jamie says 2 trades over a week. AUD, JPY, GBP, JPY, but closed at break even. To then later, I looked at the charts. I missed another opportunity later on both and could have made profits. Oh, so that means your challenge is maybe FOMO. Yeah. You saw opportunities. When you look back, then you have lots of trends. We had a lot of trends. So if we were there if you have the time machine, and if you're able to come back 1 or 2 days ago, then for sure you were able to capture some nice profits, yeah? Yeah, that's, I think, type of FOMO, I think. Okay. Alright, Kevin, good to see you too. Alright. Gamer says, my biggest challenge is the fear of the future. Or fear of the future in terms of trends, like trading. Like you may not be able to make profits in the long run, maybe. That's your concern. So maybe for you, consistency could be the challenge in that case. But yeah, that's good. Let me check some more comments and then I will go to today's topic. Okay, so let's see. SGT says, letting go of my losing trades. Okay. Yeah, if you lose, losses are the part of the process, you know, in your head, but especially when you lose big or when you have some consecutive losses, then it may be difficult to take it away from your head, and you may be conditioned of these losing streaks. So yeah, letting go of your losing trades is really important, I think. It's really difficult in terms of psychology, because after all, we are all here to make profits, and that's why you study how to trade, and you join my live stream, and you read this and that, and try to make profits. That's why. If your motivation is not to make profits, then you won't be here, I think. That's true for everyone. So if you have that goal, it's fine. But if you have it too strong, if you have the goal too strong, then you may not be able to cope with the losses. So you need to find balance. Yeah, but yeah, that was also my case. I couldn't take the losses. I couldn't take losses mentally. So when I had some losing streaks, that was so difficult. Yeah. Now I don't really feel difficulty because I know future profits covers my previous losses. Okay, let me check some more comments. Futures says following my strategy. Okay, following your strategy. So you have created your own strategy, but you change. Yeah, most likely that's because you lose, or you may not see many opportunities as expected, maybe. So you try to look for some new strategies, or you try to edit or modify your strategies, or not following the strategies, maybe just jump in the market and take trades maybe. Yeah, okay, let me see. Okay, Maniac says, let the profits run. Okay, yeah, so that's also very, very important. You know, you have to let the profits run as long as possible, and that is part of my strategy too. When it comes to losses, I cut them very quickly, but when it comes to profits, I run as much as possible. But you may cut the losses too soon because you don't want to lose these potential profits maybe. Yeah, or you may want to cover the previous losses, and that's why maybe you cut the losses too early timing, maybe. Yeah, so let the profits run might be also the big challenge for not for you, but everyone. Yeah, I was going to go deeper than that, but let me now just cover other comments. Okay, Urich says, handle successive losses is the biggest challenge for me. Okay, successive losses. Yeah, so there are good losses and bad losses. And good losses are the ones based on your strategy and rules. You follow your strategy, then you lose, then those are considered to be good losses. But if you go against your strategy, or if you just cut the losses just because the market is going against you, then those are considered to be bad losses. So always follow the rules based on the strategy you created, whether it's a loss or win. Okay. Gamer says, will trading be reliable on the future like this today? I'm not sure. Yeah, this week was good, but we never know next week. We never know. Okay. Sai says, hi Kei, hope you are doing fine. You have been a great mentor on my Forex. I made 4.8% return on my prop firm funding account. I follow risk management and wait for the right entry point. That's good. So you developed your patience when you take trades. So that's really important. Yeah. So I recommend you to be consistent on what you do. Then you should be fine in the long term. Okay, let me see. Ali says, my big problem, I update stop loss early every time, then hit it. Oh, okay. So your stop losses are too tight, or you move the stop losses in too early timings. So you can look back. You can look back the patterns on how you actually lost, or how those were, how do I say, like hit the stop losses, and maybe you want to make it more lagging, or you might want to have more bigger stop loss. Yeah, always study from your own trades. Yeah, you can study from others' trades, but you learn the best when you really look back on your own trades. And that's why I recommend everyone to journal your trades. Binak says, I went through your beginner and KTS playlist. Which one should I follow next, Sensei? Oh, you can now follow, since you already followed the KTS playlist, the next step is you can continue to join my live streams. And if your goal is to master my strategy, then you're always welcome to join KTS Academy or Global Trading School. Because on YouTube, I share the knowledges in general, because I can't go deeper because of time limit, and also because of the amount of the comments that you receive. So if you can join KTS Academy or GTS, then I go much deeper, and you can also learn how to practice your own trades. Okay, and also at the same time, please practice on your own. And before you live trades, make sure you see your result, and then apply those strategies on your live account. Always step-by-step process. Never rush too much. Okay, VK says, hi Sir K, thank you so much for your advice. Just take the body part, it's main food of traders. That's right. Yeah, just get the body part. That's where the meat is. That's right. Yes. If you look at the markets afterwards, then you know if you were able to trade from the low, then you may have extra 50 pips or 100 pips. Or if you were able to exit the highest, then you could have made like 50 or 100 pips more. If you look the markets afterwards, then you can think of it. But don't listen to those words. Don't listen to those mind. Those are just illusions. We have no time machines. We can't see the future markets. So there's no way that we can capture from all the way from low to high. But if you just get the body part and forget about the head and the tail of the fish, then that's just fine. And if you keep on doing it, then that's just fine. Okay, hello Brandon, good to see you. Thank you very much for joining today. Okay. Okay, Gamer says, I have one question. Could I use Chikou span to find resistance support levels? No. The Chikou span is only to capture momentum and not to do with the resistance or support levels. Okay, hello Oli, hello Mike. Thanks for joining, good to see you. Alright. Okay. Biller says, how much pips maximum or for your stop loss do you recommend? I use 20 pips stop loss for each trade I take. I think 20 pips is too small. I would recommend to take at least 40 pips. I mean, at least 20, but 40 pips in average. That's what I do. Recently, the market has been really choppy in lower time frames. So I used to take 15 pips sometimes before, like 2 years ago. But now I take bigger stop losses. Yeah, okay, Blackwater, thanks for joining. So I think we have covered lots of questions now, lots of comments and questions now. So let me move on to my topic today. So what is more important than psychology in trading is, I think, this one. So I have the diagram here. So to me, psychology is here, mental or psychology. And on top of this, there is money management and entry or strategy itself. Maybe I think I would do strategy only. So yeah, so below mindset, below psychology, I think there is physical. You have to be healthy. Health is more important. I think I put health. Yeah, health is more important than mental because they are also closely connected. But let's say when you are dull or when you feel down, then your mental, your psychology most likely will also be down. But so for example, if you couldn't sleep long last night, then you may lose forecast today. So health and psychology, mental, are closely related. So yeah, I think health, the body health, I would say body health is something more important than mental itself. So today I went to the gym and I did some training. Whenever I go to the gym, I usually do in the morning time because there are less people. I think if I go now to the gym, then there may be more people. But in the morning times, less people. And also, even if I see some people in the gym, in the morning time, they are serious. They don't really chat, they don't really call someone. But if I go to the evening time, then people may be more like less focused in the gym. So that's why I prefer to go in the morning time. And also to wake myself up. So I don't do the heavy weight, but I do just a lightweight exercise and some stretching. And then also bike or running for 30 minutes and that's it. But if I do it, then I feel very fresh and I feel I have energy. I get energy to do whatever I want to do on that day. So then I usually have breakfast after I work out, and then I start to see charts. So, but if I don't go to gym, 1 day, 2 days, okay. But if I don't go to gym for 3 days, then I feel something is changed in me. For example, I have shorter sleep, or I feel dull a little bit in the daytime, or I lose focus even. Sometimes, right now I can speak like this, but if I'm so busy in the day, and if I couldn't go to the gym in the morning, and if, for example, if I skip the lunch or dinner, then I don't feel energy in front of the camera, in front of the screen. So usually I meditate myself before I trade, or sometimes before I do YouTube. When I had the big day, I close my eyes just for 5 minutes and see how my body condition is. If I cannot focus 5 minutes closing my eyes, then that means something's wrong. Maybe it's due to mental, or maybe it's due to body health. Or when I'm sick, when I'm ill, if I have high fever, then of course I can focus. So I don't trade in that case. So more than psychology, body health is more important, I think. When you think of traders full-time, then, if you look at me, I just sit down on the chair, 3 screens in front of me, and I click. I check the charts, I check the news website, the currency strength chart, and few clicks, and see what happens. So I'm not really moving my body. So you may think that it's so easy job, but it's actually not. If I sit down too much, then I may have back pain, I may have shoulder pain, I have some eye issues maybe. So whenever I finish analyzing my charts, then I usually stand up and walk around my house. Yeah, or let's say I see charts for 1 hour, for example. Then I go out on the window and I see distances. So I have to adjust myself in terms of body health, even after become full-time trader. When I was working full-time and part-time trading, I used to go to work at office. So I used to run to the office, or I usually take a walk. It was like 20 minutes by walk. So I used to walk to the office, and that was really healthy. And back in Japan, I used to ride a bicycle to go to office, to go somewhere, to go shopping, to go to gym, to go to the river, to sit down, relax. I used to ride a bicycle. And so that was really healthy. But after I became full-time trader, I found that my body health became worse, because obviously I take more time to check charts, especially when I first became a full-time trader. I was a scalper, so I used to take like 20 trades, 30 trades per day. So most of the time I was in front of the chart, sitting down on the chair, and whatever I eat was delivered by Uber, and sometimes my partner used to cook for me, but my focus was really here. I didn't want to leave charts, because if I leave chart in next 1 minute, I thought the opportunity may come. So I really wanted to focus. So I was eating like ramen, or I was eating some salad in front of the charts when I first became full-time, because I was very excited and I wanted to be successful. So that was okay. But in terms of body health, it wasn't really good. So when I start to realize that my body health became worse after I became full-time, I intentionally started to work out and took a walk, and that's when I had the dog with me. If you go to second YouTube channel, this is my main first channel, but I have other YouTube channel, second channel. You can also find it on the below description. And in there, in the past, when I was in Japan, I used to have a white Shiba dog, and I used to take a walk with him, and that was really healthy too. So anyways, body health is important. But more than that, like I mentioned here, I think philosophy is the most important, I think. And what I mean by philosophy is how you want to be, or what you want to be. That's your philosophy. Or how you want to trade. This is about trading. But how you want to trade, and how much you want to make profits, or how many trades you want to take trades per day, per week, or how much returns you want to have per month or per year or so. So that's also the part of the philosophy, like how you want to be. And this is the most important, because we get biased easily. When someone else makes profits on other strategies, then people usually go there. I used to do that too. And whenever I start to lose, I look for some new strategies and hop around. And simply I wasted my time because I didn't have my philosophy. All I wanted was just to make profits. But at some point I realized that making some money is not the most important. Philosophy, for example, for me was I wanted to be free, and also I wanted to take trades, but at the same time I want to balance my life also. So I want to take less time in trading and make profits as if I take trades every day. Was my philosophy, is my philosophy as of now. And that's why I don't spend so much time to check charts and also take trades. But instead, I found that less is more. In trading is also true. So whenever I see trending markets, I go in, but when I see ranging market, then I don't, for example. And when I don't enter trades, I have time myself with my family, with my friends, with my students now, and do YouTube like this. So it's really fun for me. If I only trade, let's say 12 hours per day, then there's no fun. It wasn't really fun for me. But for some of you, it may be fun. If you want to trade focus 10 hours, maybe 8 hours or 7 hours, it doesn't matter how long, but if you only want to trade, then that is your style. And I tried and found that it wasn't my style. So yeah, so that was my philosophy on my trades. So if you miss this concept, then everything else will be very, very different and difficult. Usually people look for the strategy because none of these fit your philosophy, maybe. So I think everything is trial and error. Unless you try, you never know if it fits you or not. But I think how you want to live, how you want to be is really important, I think, to think about the philosophy. Yeah. So I think I will find time and take a video about this concept. But just for the heads up, I wanted to share this concept with everyone today. So what do you think? let's say, for example, also, if you are forced to do something by your boss, then you don't want to. Even if you're healthy, even if your mental is okay, even if your strategy is okay, if you're forced to do by someone, then it may not be fun. Yeah. But if you want to do it from yourself, then it should be fun. So yeah, I think it's all about the philosophy in life, I think. But usually when we start to look for some strategies, then we don't really think about these things. We only focus on this part only first. Usually, I was also the one too. I only focused on this part, then realized, oh, risk management is important. Stop loss, I didn't know. What is stop loss? Oh, stop loss, if you place that and when the market touches there, you lose. Oh, so no, I don't want to lose, so I don't want to put the stop loss. But then I learned how to put the stop loss, how to do risk management, how to calculate the risk per trade. And then I realized, okay, so then even if I have some good risk management, even if put the stop loss, it hits overtime and I keep losing. So how can I cope with it? And then we start to focus on mental psychology, how to deal with the FOMO, how to deal with the losing streaks and so on. And then you realize, okay, whenever I lose, maybe I had a short sleep, or I was too busy, I was having some loud music background, or I was too full when I was trading. I was watching the market in the toilet when I was working. Maybe that's why you didn't have a big screen. Maybe that's why you lost. You couldn't focus. Any reasons, you start to think about the body health. And you keep the body health healthy, and then you go down to here, philosophy. So what you want to be after all. First, you started trading because you want to be profitable, and that's totally fine. That should be profitable. Everyone should be profitable if you trade. But then what you want to be is a totally different question that you have to ask yourself. And if everything is connected, then I think that's when you start to be more confident on your trades. So yeah, that's how I feel now. And that's something I wanted to share with everyone today. Okay. Oh, Future Traders says, I trade full-time too, and I was spending about 8 hours per day on the chart, but now I give myself 4 hours time limit. Okay, that's good. You time yourself 4 hours only, no more. Okay. Yeah. Time efficiency is really important. Yeah, this is something I mentioned yesterday also, is that how many hours you monitor chart doesn't relate to how much profits you make. Sometimes you only sit down for 30 minutes, find an opportunity, enter trade, then you can make some profits. But you sit down 8 hours, you keep trading, buy, sell, close your trades, and you may end up with a break even. So how many hours you spend doesn't relate to how much make profits. So that's why time efficiency is really important. And this is, I think, one of the beautiful things in trading. Because in the work, depends on how many hours you work, how many things you make, or how many days you go to office and so on, you get paid. But it's totally different in trading. But this part also should be integrated into your strategy. Okay, that's why I always do my analysis and place alerts at zones of interest and walk away from the chart. That's good. I think alert is also very good in terms of leaving chart and be time efficient too. Yeah. Yeah, Tarandeep, how are you? Yes, physical health is very important. I'm also recovering. It makes a big difference. Yes, yes. So when you're down, don't trade. You can check charts, but don't trade, is my recommendation. Brandon says, for most of us, starting off, the philosophy of compounding is difficult to accept. So what advice as weekly or monthly percentage goal? Yeah, so I would say monthly, if you have 10%, then you get big compound towards the end of year. Along the way, you can add more money and make it compound bigger and bigger. Okay, Gamer says, I spend a couple of hours during the day to check if anything is going as it should or if it needs my attention, and then go back to my studies. I'm trying to do it full-time job. Okay, yeah, so that's good. That's a good routine. Yeah, I want to be a good life. I don't want to be rich. Yeah, I think this is another topic, I think, but rich doesn't mean you have a good life. Yeah, that's really true. Yeah. So I think rich in life is more important than rich in money. And that's also what I really value. Okay. Yeah, Mr. Okla from India. Okay, thank you very much for joining. Okay, Alexander says the body health bringing much mental and discipline nowadays. That really works. Much more patient in trading in the good and better moment. That's true. Yeah. So every day when you wake up in the morning, I think you feel a bit different in terms of your health condition. Sometimes you wake up very fresh. Sometimes you wake up very dull. Sometimes you sleep over. Sometimes you may sleep twice in the morning. So we all have to pay attention to our body health. Yeah, one of the ways I recommend to know your body health is by meditation. I have been meditating since when I was in Japan. I used to go to Kyoto and visit the temple and practice meditation for 1 hour with the priest or with the monk, with the group, and it's really quiet and the air is really clean and no sound, just sound of the air touching the trees, the leaves, and some birds singing, and that was a really peaceful moment. And even here, after I came here to Dubai, I still meditate. Whenever I feel something wrong, I just meditate. This is like my major in terms of my health in body and psychology. If I'm healthy, then I can just close my eyes for 5 minutes with no problem. But if not, then 5 minutes feels like forever. And that's when I realized that, okay, I have to change my diet. I have to change my sleeping habit. I have to change something to improve my body health. So yeah, that's what I usually do. Without this, if I don't do this, then trading will be much more difficult for me. And I won't be able to do YouTubes like this. I may still be struggling in trading, or I might be looking for some new strategies still nowadays if I'm not really stable in my body health, and also if I'm not grounded by my own psychology or the philosophy. Yeah, you can visit me in Japan, or I'm in Dubai, so you can visit me in Dubai too. Yeah, Dubai is getting very hot right now and very humid outside nowadays. So heat is coming back. Today the sky is really clear, so maybe not humid, but sometimes I see fog, and that's when I realize that it's really humid, moisture outside. Okay, Alexander, body health is very expansion thing. Exercise and good diet is a key. That's really true. And good sleep. Yeah, that's really true. Biggie says, for me, health is wealth. No wealth, no trade. Yeah, that's right. No health, no trade. Yeah, that's right. That's right. Yeah. Yeah, I think, you know, like, I'm in the 40s now. Back when I was in 20s, I didn't really care about the health. I didn't really care about the diet because I had energy. But now I feel like it's more becoming sensitive to what I eat and what I do in the daytime. Like I love the food here in Dubai, but because of the difference in food and diet between Japan and Dubai here, for the first half a year was a big struggle because I wasn't so used to these spices or lime, lemon, citrus flavors. I wasn't really into it in Japan. But here, like Lebanese food, Turkish food, they're so tasty, so healthy. But because I wasn't used to it, I struggled a little bit. I had some stomach ache, or I couldn't eat a lot because sometimes some food are a bit oily, some food are a bit very salty. The portions were really big, so usually I can't finish. So that's when I first struggled. But my mother used to tell me, you have to finish your plate, otherwise you don't stand up. That was the education when I was little. And I still have that mindset. So every time I go to restaurants, I feel like I have to finish everything. And I force myself to finish and manage to finish it, but then I feel very dull. And that was also difficult. But now I learned to take out the food from home and eat again. So yeah, that's also a big difference. When you travel, when you go to different location, then I think the health becomes also very important. You may have to take time to get used to the new environment as always. Yeah. Okay, so I think I will finish the live for today. Okay, thank you very much everyone for joining. So yeah, I think we just keep on going. No matter what happens in the market, right now we see lots of trends, but next week we never know. All of a sudden they may start to go down, but never get discouraged, never lose motivation. There will be new trends in the future as always. So yeah, after this, in about 15 minutes, there will be an Ichimoku membership live stream. So today I will be covering one of the Zen concept, Buddhism or Zen concept, which is Fudochi Shinmyoshin. And that then concept is actually advocated by one of these monks in Japan. His name is Takuan Soho. Maybe you can Google search and find some of his story. But that Fudochi Shinmyo-shin is the concept that he actually exercised. And the creator of Ichimoku also talk a lot about that. And that's something I want to cover today for Ichimoku members. So Saturdays are philosophy from Ichimoku books. So I will mention that. So if you are the Ichimoku member, I will see you again soon. If you join public live stream, I will see you tomorrow on the weekly forecast. So again, thank you very much. I hope you have a great weekend and see you soon again. So until I see you again, please stay healthy, stay safe, stay healthy. Health is important. And stay safe and stay gold. Bye for now. またね. Thank you very much.